Have you ever really stopped to think about what's going on inside you right this second? We usually think of blood as, just some red liquid. But it is so much more than that. It's actually a living, complex system, a highly specialized A-team of microscopic heroes working round the clock to keep you alive. So let's zoom in and meet the team.
So if we could shrink ourselves down and dive into just one single drop of your blood, what would we actually see? I'll tell you, it's not just one thing. It's an entire ecosystem, a bustling metropolis filled with different cells and substances, and every single one has a critical mission to carry out.
And here's the breakdown. As you can see, blood is mostly this yellowish liquid called plasma. That's about 55% of it. Then, making up almost all of the rest, about 45%, are your red blood cells. And then, look at that tiny little sliver, less than 1%. Squeezed in there are the white blood cells and platelets. For the next few minutes, this chart is going to be our roadmap as we meet every member of the team.
Let's start with the world they all live in, the plasma. Now, this isn't just some filler fluid. You got to think of it as the essential infrastructure, the liquid highway that lets the rest of the team get exactly where they need to go.
At its core, plasma is about 90% water. But the real magic is in everything else that's dissolved in that water. It's the ultimate transport medium, carrying everything from nutrients and hormones to cellular waste. So if blood is the river of life, well, plasma is the water that makes the river flow.
And dissolved in that plasma are some crucial proteins. You've got albumin, which is the most common, and its main job is to keep the water pressure just right so fluid doesn't leak out of your blood vessels. Then there are globulins, which act like taxis for other substances, and, importantly, include your antibodies. And then there's fibrinogen. Now remember that name, he's on standby for emergencies, and we'll be meeting him again later.
Okay, floating around in that plasma highway are the absolute workhorses of your blood, the red blood cells, or erythrocytes, if you want to get fancy. Just think of them as the body's ultimate delivery crew, a massive fleet on a single vital mission to transport oxygen.
And the scale of this delivery operation is it's staggering. Get this. In 1 single milliliter of your blood, that's a tiny drop, you'll find around 5 billion red blood cells. That is more than half the number of people on planet Earth in one little drop.
But let's zoom in even further. Inside every single one of those 5 billion cells, you'll find the actual cargo-carrying machinery, about 250 million molecules of a special protein called hemoglobin.
So what's the total payload? Well, let's do the math. Each of those 250 million hemoglobin molecules can carry 4 oxygen molecules. That means a single red blood cell can transport over 1 billion molecules of oxygen. Now multiply that by the trillions of red blood cells in your body, and you start to get a